He looked down and saw that Mikasa was very much asleep. She was so knocked out that it was crazy to think that they actually ended up doing it like 8 times last night. She was out of breath. So as far as could understand. He was surprised that he had enough energy to do it about 8 times. He was surprised that he had enough energy to do it like 8 times. He wanted her to sleep for a little while longer before waking her up. While she was asleep, Sir Fireworks looked around. Thankfully, he put on his pants. He was looking around all over the place. This place has changed, he said quietly. And he continued to look around. He had a reason on looking around. But then instantly, he felt a strange presence. It was not a bad presence. This presence was actually good. Instantly, as if he can hear the voices of other Godzillas. Right in his ear, he can actually end up hearing different voices, different roars, and different thoughts of other Godzillas. To the newest, to the oldest, to the biggest, the strongest, and to the weakest. He was hearing everything. This was a sign that he had unlocked his full power. He unlocked Mad Godzilla himself. Although he was curious on what he was going to look like, he decided to go give a test run later today, once when Mikasa woke up. They had plenty of time to stay, so... Plus, it was around 5 o'clock in the morning. So Sir Flowers gave Mikasa plenty of time to sleep. He ended up going back to the room, and he ended up laying down right next to Mikasa, where she ended up crawling towards him and... Well... wanting to seek... Well, basically looking for him, because she didn't want to be alone. Being alone for her was the worst thing. So Sir Flowers just decided to give her like a little hug within a way, to comfort her. She smiled and then hugged back, with her eyes closed still. I'm not leaving you alone. Not now, not ever. From now on, I'm gonna protect you. So now you're my wife, or my fiance. And I'll do anything to keep my fiance safe and happy. Sir Flowers was kept guard until when the light was shining out from the window. That got Mikasa's attention and woke her up. She yawned. She nearly flinched when she saw Sir Flowers was right next to her. He was sleeping a little bit. He wanted to get some shot eye himself. When he realized that she was awake, He opened his eyes. Ah, good morning. Ah, good morning. How did you sleep last night? I slept fine. What about you? I woke up at 5 o'clock. Why you didn't wake me up? I wanted my queen to get her beauty sleep. So, come on. Let's go ahead and get dressed and... let's just go on ahead and get all that done. Wait, shouldn't we clean ourselves off first? What do you mean? Well, wouldn't anyone smell the scent on us? What are you... Sir Flowers was instantly realized what she was talking about. Oh. Yeah, let's go on ahead. Get ourselves cleaned up. Sir Flowers and Nixon are going to a nearby river where they can clean off and get rid of the scent, so that way no one else can smell it. Know about what happened. After that, they were finally heading back to the others. Well, back to the walls. And Sir Flowers told everyone. Well, he told everyone about what happened. And instantly, everyone was proud of them. Congratulations, man. Yeah, congratulations. And you guys had quite the alone time last night. Yeah, we sure did. Mikasa was blushing bright red at embarrassment. Seriously, honey, do you have to tell them? Oh, Sir Flowers, I'm loving your new hairstyle. Oh yeah, thanks. Sir Flowers was ended up taking the Eren Yeager style type hair. After all, he did almost look identical to Eren Yeager, just different, slightly taller, having 2 scars, one on his right side of the face, and one on his chest that looks similar to an axe wound. So, when are we going to begin your bachelor party? Now, let's do it later tonight. I want to have some alone time with my queen. Oh, come on. Did you guys have enough alone time last night? Not enough. Yeah, apparently not enough to her. Apparently she wants a bit more alone time with me. Well, at least we're all glad that you two are finally married. So, when will the wedding begin? Later today. Hey, Mom. But I want to figure out what my main Godzilla form looks like. So, come on, let's go see what it looks like. Everyone was just guessing on what the form was going to look like. I guess it's going to look like Godzilla 2000, Monster vs. Godzilla, Godzilla Final Wars, or even Heisei Godzilla, or more importantly, Godzilla Earth. But the form ended up coming at what ended up happening next shocked everyone, especially Mikasa. He had none of those forms, but instead he had a completely different Godzilla form. Because the form he ended up getting was none other than a form that no one has ever seen before. He ended up getting what his Godzilla form looks like. It looks like Godzilla Ultima. Holy crap, now that's terrifying. Everyone was instantly terrified of Super Fireworks' Godzilla form appearance. All the others in the Kaiju pack clearly got their Kaiju forms way before Super Final Wars. Even though the majority of them were not even Kaiju. Well, actually, only Kieran 3 and Zilla doesn't actually end up having Kaiju forms because Super Burning Godzilla, Dark Dragon, and Super Godzilla Earth, and Mega Super Godzilla Earth were still in training. So, how do I look? You look like a freaking demon. I do? So far, I was looking at himself in a reflection of the water. Oh my god, I look like a beast. I just look like a freaking beast right now. Well, Mikasa, looks like your fiance gets a pretty terrifying Godzilla form. Huh, I honestly thought that you were gonna look like someone to your father. Super Farms couldn't have a face plant. Super Godzilla Earth, just because my father is the Monsterverse, is the Mega Godzilla version of the Monsterverse Godzilla, does not mean I'm gonna look like him. Plus, you should know it by now. Most of your children don't necessarily look like you. Heck, look at your own son. For crying out loud. Look at your own son, and you can see that your son clearly doesn't look identical to you. He clearly looks different. Maybe in human forms, he might look similar to you, but in Godzilla forms, you clearly see the resemblance between you and your own son. Super Godzilla Earth stood quiet with his eyes widened. He ended up looking at Kieran 3. Don't look at me, you're the one who started it. You don't even know what to say to me, do you? Super Farms ended up using his force powers to basically flank Super Godzilla Earth in the nose, knocking him out instantly. Idiot. Most of my friends are freaking idiots. Glad that my family members and most of my other friends are not idiots. Yeah, just be glad that we don't act like idiots. Now, if y'all don't mind me, I'm gonna spend time with my freaking beautiful fiance. Hey, but Gainer Tethra, you're the one who's buying the drinks. Of course. Instantly, Sir Farms took off when he turned back to his human form so he could spend time with his fiancée. They're gonna make a great couple. Oh yeah, they are. So, what now? I don't know, you wanna go play Godzilla Versus? Yeah, sure.